welcome, and please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space. Cursed? Who said that? Anette? I will have a word with her. This place is not cursed. It has a robustly magnetic energy. Good for commercial activity. My business is thriving, sir. What nonsense are you two going on about? This is not relevant at all. And besides, my husband would never do such a thing. We are proper people. No, don't mock the spirits like that. They don't like it. It only makes them angrier. Leave it be. Too many failures for it to be a coincidence. They were not careful. I will not take such risks. Leave it be. It's a proper place to live. One of the most peaceful neighbourhoods east of Jamrock. You may know it for its massive housing projects. Anette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post doing her job like a proper girl? Good, sir. What does a young child do with money anyway? No, I save it for her, as a fund. She's securing her financial future out there. Those countries will realise they've raised a lazy and spoiled generation. Are we done with the jokes now? Yes, I'm afraid so. A real treat she is. It would be nice if she had... No, we couldn't have afforded more children, really. Not in this economy. God! I've told her not to do that. It's such a disgusting habit. She'll get over it. Anxiety is a part of life. Welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People. My name is Plaisance. Welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People. My name is Plaisance. Everything is on the shelves. Take a look yourself. The shelves compel you, don't they? Truth be told, not really. My sister brings in most of the goods. I'm sure it's all very literary stuff with well-written prose, but you don't learn about the important things in life from fabricated stories. I provide a valuable service. As long as people buy books, I'm fine. The truth is available if you just know where to look, and you have to open and free your mind to understand. God, I've told her not to do that. It's disgusting. And I told you to mind your own business. Clearly, you have no idea how hard it is to raise a girl in this economy. We're quite busy people, you know, my husband and I. Quite busy. Children are a lot of work. You don't look like a father, so I don't expect you to understand. He made the initial investment. Since then, he's been what you might call a silent partner. Sir, I am well educated in the commercial and esoteric arts. I know what to do and what to avoid. I did what? Oh my God! A victim of the curse? The curse has started killing people? It's killing now? Most of the buildings are empty at the moment. It's a great opportunity to get ahead of the crowds. Better times ahead for sure. I wasn't kidding when I said we're parapsychologically done. You clearly don't care about the consequences. What gives you the right? I wasn't kidding when I said we're parapsychologically done. You clearly don't care about the consequences. What gives you the right? Sir, don't be ridiculous. I certainly will not give you money. I would be doing you a grave psychic disfavour. This is preposterous. A waste of my time and of no help to anyone. It's not good to talk about the curse, not in detail. The negativism. It's dangerous. Talking about the void wraiths angers them. Most certainly not. I don't want anyone who's not familiar with the psychic arts to get involved in this mess. Stay away. Leave the spirits be, so they can return to their slumber. OK, I'm willing to listen. We are set on the path. There's little else to do. Do you take me for a complete fool? Leave it be and just go and look at the books. And others have to suffer terrible consequences just so you can sleep at night? I think not. Oh, for the love of... No! Go look at books instead of this nonsense. How can I believe you after all that foolishness? I am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture. You broke down the back door, the wards, the door. It's all gone now. Dark psychic energy leeching onto my shop. Oh, this? No, it's a special Himian amulet, blessed by desert pygmy shamans, with a spell of compulsion. It's to compel people to buy books. Yes. How was it? But what else did you find? Did anything survive? No, of course not. Have you located the entity? Goodness, you were already doing good, browsing the shelves. Why'd you stop? Don't you feel compelled? Go, go. Get back there. The books await you. Then why are you talking to me? Everything is on the shelves to browse. Don't you feel compelled to buy anything? See those shelves there? Go, be drawn. Huh? Nothing. No one's cast any spells of compulsion to draw in customers. What a silly idea. Don't expect my help from now on. The back door is locked and I threw away the key. I won't trifle with such forces. Do look at the books, though. The books compel you. You may be able to make up for this by buying a lot of books. I hope you're a voracious reader. Wonderful! Did you talk to her? My precious, her dedication brings joy to my heart. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Anette. Why not? Was she not friendly enough? Were you not compelled to talk to her? Great! On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books after talking with her? Mind your own business, sir. In our society, people don't get to tell each other how to raise their children. It's none of your or anyone's business. I guess it's better than nothing. She'll have to try harder next time. I knew it. Shameful behaviour. She's incorrigible. Come now, it's not personal. It's about proper sales practices and market research. I expect an answer. Yes? What about? I sure hope she's increased her productivity by now. Yes? What now? That lazy girl up to no good again. I must have a serious talk with her. Oh, yes. How's my precious doing? She's a good girl. There. I don't know what to say to you. My husband, he tries to teach me business lessons. I have what my mother called a dull mind. All this stress. Yes, my husband is a successful entrepreneur east of the river. If only he were more involved in the business we're running up here. No matter. Soon we'll both be off for Grand Couronne. Yes? Oh, I hope I can make it up to her. She's my precious kid. Oh, shameful girl. What is she up to this time? Sir, watch the language. My child would never do such a thing. Oh, yes, OK, that makes sense. It's working then. Yes. Do browse our book, sir. What's wrong with her? Can't she do anything right? You must be kidding. There's nothing like that happening. Indeed. Are we done with the jokes now? Oh, of course, officer. Good work. Are we done with the jokes now? I know you're trying to be nice, but she really needs to try a bit harder. No one gets anywhere by being average. I'm not raising a financially negligent woman. I understand. You're now feeling guilty about the harsh judgment, but there's no need. Annette needs to get her act together and stop being a lazy slouch, or she'll end up in financial oblivion, as a young girl should be. With the proper attitude, she'll have a bright financial future. She can, if she has enough willpower. This is what's called growing pains. Life isn't easy. Life doesn't give breaks. Oh, well, my mother was horrible, of course. Absolutely perverse energies around that person. But my husband, she's been too busy helping me here. So she studied at home this trimester. This is a temporary solution, of course. Oh, my God! Will you stop with that incessant yammering? It's too much. If you wanted the key to the back door, you could have just asked for it. Absolutely not. Oh, well, good for you, because you're not going to get it anyway. Not this nonsense again. I already said no. What have you found? And also, do buy the books. There may be teachings in them. You've hurt yourself now. I told you not to mess around back there. What are you even trying to accomplish, you fool? Absolutely not. It's more dangerous than I ever imagined. I definitely can't let you in now. We have to contain it. OK, but please, only a few questions. You wouldn't want to disturb the spirits. There are numerous spells cast throughout the store. I had the books anointed with a different inducement spell, for example. It's guaranteed to boost sales. 15%! What does that even mean? You're right. It's worse than I imagined. We definitely have to contain it now. You're alive and well. Don't keep me waiting now. What's in there? In that dark sarcophagus. Oh. What about? I knew it. Oh, such horrors that have been thrust upon us. Are you sure? Don't think I haven't seen charlatans before. You're no paradetective. You look nothing like one. And you're clearly a drinker. Pardon me for being so blunt, but I should have realised. A pattern lies within the fabric. The hand of fate guides us. Our meeting couldn't have been mere chance. I'm not sure I can trust your claims. Honestly, you look like a bit of a drinker. I'm sorry for being so blunt, but no, it simply can't be. How can I trust you? You're clearly a heavy drinker. Don't get me wrong. How do you know all this? Oh my, I should have known. You do have that wild man look. Our meeting couldn't have been mere chance. You're part Simonese. Oh, it means our meeting couldn't have been mere chance. The hand of fate guides us. If you promise, good officer, then you might be our last hope. Do you swear it? But I am not the only one at risk. I have to think of my daughter. You are certain you can help us? Keep us safe? I can't allow any collateral damage to hit us. Sir, I really don't have time for your jokes. The situation is very serious. Come now. Enough with your jokes. No backing down any more. Do I have your word? You're only making things worse. Stop it. Be compelled to look at the books. Go to them. You fool. You've gone and unleashed unimaginable evil, all for the sake of a refrigerator. I suppose it's all over now. I guess there's no escape. You broke down the back door. Why? I gave you the key. I hope you can find the solution quickly. The wards are broken. The passage has been opened. Now tell me, what's back there? Oh my God! Things have gotten out of hand. I thought the psychic stuff was bad, but the crime, it's even worse. I haven't been able to come to work for 3 days. The shop has been locked. No sales, gangbangers running around, shooting everyone. I know I shouldn't have bought a shop in this ghetto. In the meantime, do buy the books. As many as you can. They won't be here for much longer. Is there anything else I can help you with? Oh yes, helps to have an anchor in these times. One has to earn one's success, even if one is a police officer. Handouts are nothing but manipulation. All they do is make you dependent. Now, hey there, sounds like someone isn't taking responsibility for the energy they bring into this space. Exactly. In this kind of business relationship, I could come and critique your work any time. I could demand things from you, limiting your creative freedom. Fighting enemy. My philosophy is everyone just getting along. Tribute. Power. These are not the traditions we're used to in this part of the world. Oh my, of course. What a man. It's always nice to see you here. You bring good energy. And you, oh my God, just look at you. It looks like even the police can't take care of all this. Someone should do something about this. Oh my God, even the police can't take care of all this. Just look at you. You're a wreck. Someone should do something about this. Oh my God. Even the police can't take care of all of this. Just look at that limp. Someone should do something about this. Maybe I should close the bookstore and open a psychic studio. Yes. It makes sense. Crime is the 6th element, you see. The darkest element. I could teach people to protect themselves against bad energies and to fight crime. No need to be modest, good officer. You've convinced me. It is a great idea. Thank you for the inspiration. No, you're right, officer. You've convinced me. It is a great idea. Thank you for the inspiration. Exactly. It's a brilliant idea. Thank you, officer. I'm going to start drawing up business plans right away. Who? What? I don't understand what you're talking about. I can't in good conscience risk releasing the bane of doom upon all because you need something from the cellar. In fact, it's odd how many of these troubles started with her departure. How do I know she's not behind the curse? We definitely have to contain it now. Discount my wares? I can see, sir, that you don't value books very highly. Is that what you've been after this whole time? You want the key to the back door? Oh, I'm very sorry, sir. Some of these old paperbacks just don't have the durability. I would be happy to sell you another one, but unfortunately, it's the last copy we had in stock. What do you mean, actual source? I thought this issue was resolved. Yes? What news do you bring? Leave? Officer, I must insist that you tell me what you've uncovered. I can't just leave everything on a whim. A what? But But that's not in any of the ancient texts. How am I supposed to protect my bookstore from that? Close the shop. But it's all I have. No, there must be a way. You're right, officer. I can't just leave everything. After all this work, this little bookstore has become the corner store of our neighbourhood. I can't just jump the ship and leave. Yes, you've certainly done your part. I've come so far. I can't give up now. Thank you for your help, in any case. You're welcome back here any time. I already told you, it's just a storage room for employees. I don't understand why it's so important to you. It's just for decoration. Okay, fine. It's just because this place is cursed, just like everyone said. They don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing. Okay, fine. It's because this place is cursed, just like Annette said. They don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing. What did you do? You looked. The darkness. It must be real then. This place is cursed, just like Annette said. They don't call it the doomed commercial area just for nothing. No! A spell? As if. This place doesn't need any spells or hoodoo mumbo-jumbo. This place has wonderful energy. Just let it go, officer. Go buy some goddamn books. You're supposed to be drawn to the books. I'm not tense, I'm just... You looked. You let the spirits in. We're all doomed now. This place is cursed, just like Annette said. They don't call it the doomed commercial area just for nothing. You looked. You let the spirits in. We're all doomed now. This place is cursed, just like everyone said. They don't call it the doomed commercial area just for nothing. And you saw a door? It must be real then. This place is cursed, just like everyone said. They don't call it the doomed commercial area just for nothing. I'm not sure whether I want to know what else the spirits have told you in your visions. Are you happy now, officer? Happy that you've ruined everything? Of course it's not just a storage room. But what does it matter now? You already let the spirits in. We're all doomed now. It's just like everyone said. This place is cursed. They don't call it the doomed commercial area just for nothing. It's just like Annette said. This place is cursed. They don't call it the doomed commercial area just for nothing. No, you're called... What? What is this, a joke, Mr. Policeman? Do you commit crimes together or what? Truly so? Perhaps the dark energies are leeching off you. You shouldn't stay in the store too long. It may be dangerous. Thank you, sir. There's one more thing I haven't told you about yet. The entity. You have? The entity takes the form of a woman, a witch probably. I've suspected that she must be connected to the curse ever since I first saw her. Did you know that she lives inside the chimney? Yes, a malignant entity that lives inside the chimney. It takes the form of a woman, a witch most likely. She or it must be connected to the curse somehow. No, this chimney is part of the building's central furnace, and it's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains. God knows what she's doing there. Some unnatural magic, I assume. You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building. What is the source of this curse? Here's the key to the warded door behind the curtains. Take it. Yes, that chimney is part of the building's central furnace, and it's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains. God knows what she's doing there. Oh, and please do return to me after you've looked round. I'm quite anxious to know what she has to say about the curse. What you discover in there. You did? Then it has to be true. I've suspected that this woman-shaped energy must be connected to the curse ever since I first saw her. Did you see that she lives inside the chimney? No, this chimney is part of the building's central furnace, and it's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains. God knows what she's doing there. Yes, the malignant entity that lives inside the chimney. It takes the shape of a woman, a witch probably. I've suspected that she knows more about the curse than she lets on ever since I first saw her. Yes, that chimney is part of the building's central furnace, and it's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains. God knows what she's doing there. But before we go on, did you encounter the malignant entity? Some unnatural magic, I assume. You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building. And do return to me after you've talked to it. I'm quite anxious to know what she has to say about the curse. Yes, I've heard that. It's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some metal security curtains upstairs. God knows what she's doing there. The curse is so much worse than you could imagine. It's a disease, eating at the very foundation. It's the curse of financial distress, of ruin and bankruptcy. But, officer, there's nothing natural about entire companies declaring bankruptcy. I'm talking about cacodemons feeding off bad business practices and disappointing income statements. There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie, lingering presence, as if I was unwanted here. It's not just that, officer. We're dealing with something supernatural here. It's the cacodemons feeding off bad business practices and disappointing income statements. Everyone knows that all the previous companies in this building have sooner or later declared bankruptcy, and their malicious spirits are still here, feeding off bad business practices and disappointing income statements. Yes, I've contacted numerous parapsychologists, and even a pair of Simonese mediators. They provided me with the wards. The wards help to keep the doom at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies further in the building. Even though now I fear it's not enough. Yes, the Simonese are very crafty, and their wards are extremely powerful. Lesser wards simply won't do here. Failure. So much more failure. It must be these very spells and wards of protection that keep me safe from all the ill and wicked deeds. Most certainly not. I'm not letting you open the gates of hell. In fact, I don't want anyone who isn't familiar with the psychic arts involved in this mess. Stay away. Leave the spirits be, so they can return to their slumber. Sir, this is a bookstore, not a strip club. No one would take us seriously if we put up some horrendous neon lights. You're right. A bookstore wasn't even my original plan. I actually wanted to sell esoteric paraphernalia to help to balance out this neighbourhood's dark energies. My husband suggested otherwise. He said it's less stupid, more appropriate, cultured and all that. Besides, this would only tempt the phantoms of doom. They can sense the desperation, you know. My voice is trained to perfection by true sales professionals, good sir. I paid good money for those courses. Well, my husband would definitely agree with you. He's the one who suggested selling books. Less stupid, he said, more cultured. But being cultured doesn't offer any protection against the curse, does it? Maybe I shouldn't have listened to him after all. Too much money, even. Perhaps I should have bought some wards instead. A novelty dice maker? Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice? For some kind of sorcery? Sometimes they use the ankle bones of sheep. I don't understand. If it's not her, then where is the source of the doom? How did she explain the curse? Wait, what? The entire economic system is cursed? Too many inconsistencies. What kind of talk is that? I understand what's going on here. You went in there, rummaged around, and accomplished nothing. And now you're telling me these intellectual things to cover up for it. Precarious world? Economy? Oh, how horrid! I knew something wasn't right about that place. Guillaume le Million? The singer who made that awful face? Well, I do see the resemblance. All that matters is that the energies are retreating. I can already feel the curse lifting. It will be a long time until we're fully free of it, of course, but still, I understand that you can't divulge official secrets, officer, but know that I appreciate the efforts of your department. What does that mean? Are you certain? Oh, but who am I to question your methods? Tell me, did you find a way to break the curse? Thank you, officer. Truly, you've brought a better psycho-emanation to this humble bookstore, and that's no small achievement. Of course, I trust my Simonese wards and charms kept you safe while you perform the ancient rites. You're telling me that you went in there and didn't find out anything about the curse? Of course, I should have known better than to put my hopes on a man like you. You're no Simonese ghost whisperer. You're an alcoholic. The investigation's over. I don't want you going in there anymore. You're only angering the psychic weather in here. Now, if you're not going to buy anything, I am not doing as well as it looks like I am. I only have my Simonese wards to thank for the protection they provide. Yes, because her business consists of the psychic leech that's been feeding the curse. You found a way to fix our entire economic system. Or are you talking about the building? I see that you've fallen for her manipulation, Detective. The investigation is over. I just hope that you haven't made anything worse by going in there. Another revolution? Oh, I see. I guess it's time to visit Boogie Street again. I'm sure that I'll find someone who can help me get rid of the doom that still remains in this house. Things are improving. I can feel it. Please do tell. Did anything survive? Have you located the entity? Just a door? This place is cursed, Detective. They don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing. Just look at the sheer amount of companies that have failed in this house. I hope you're happy now. Happy that you've ruined everything. Now that you've broken the door, the curse is coming to get me as well. Of course you didn't. You're nothing but a policeman. Of course you would think that. You're nothing but a policeman. But before we go on, tell me, did you encounter the malignant entity? Of course you didn't. You're nothing but a policeman. All right. You know what? I'm willing to let you investigate the doomed commercial area. We are set on the path. There's little else to do. Oh, you mean that girl with those bizarre machines? I recall her now. Her energetic presence was off. Very off. She kept rambling something about her memory being lost. Thank you for your help in any case. You're welcome back here any time. A book about cockatoos? There should be one upstairs, right next to the shelf of biographies. A fridge? No, I don't know anything about a fridge. Aren't you interested in books? And what else can I do for you? Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People. Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People. Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People. Oh no. Hold on. I need to invite her inside and apologise. She must be freezing out there. Exactly. I'm sorry. I'm sure you do understand. I assure you, I of all people understand the importance of education. She will be back in school the moment the store takes off. I don't understand. If you're not sure it's her, then where is the source of the doom? How did she explain the curse? A third-order presence. Yes, I've heard of these triactors. In certain occult literature, that's too dark to dwell on for too long, and definitely not in the presence of my daughter. I understand everything, sir. Thank you for your descending into the maelstrom. I will keep fort up here, strengthen the wards, do my best. And if you happen upon the third entity in your travels, may the Lord be with you. Cleansed? What do you... It's okay. You don't have to. I was wrong to trust another person. I will manage this psychic calamity as I always have. Alone. On my own. Thank you for nothing. Please, do buy some books, or be on your way. Yes, I've heard that she's barricaded herself inside. It's connected to the central furnace in the basement. You should go and find it. God knows what she's doing there, especially now that Anette is settling in at school again. She's finally making friends in this place. No, we can't leave Martinez. We can't. You're right, officer. I mustn't lose faith, especially now that Anette is finally settling in at school and making friends. No, we can't just leave. Besides, didn't I have some Sayalite hope catchers round here somewhere? I must find them. Everything will be all right if I can just find them. I've heard of these triactors. In certain occult literature, that's too dark to dwell on for too long, and definitely not in public. What do you mean, the actual source? Are you talking about the third presence? Absence! I imagine things must be rather bleak for you to return to me. Tell me, what have you found? She who has many names. I imagine things must be rather bleak for you to return to me. Tell me, what have you found? What do you mean, the actual source? Are you here to lecture me about economics again? What do you mean, the actual source? Earlier, you told me there was no curse. Wonderful board games, sir. The Viticulturist is a classic for sure. Or perhaps you'd like Archipelagos of Insulinda, a very educational game for those interested in geography. Braubritter is a fun game of economic competition, but can get quite intense after a while. We have games for the whole family. You can play with your children. Lousy auras there. No, role-playing games are popular among those types. You know, who are into those kind of things. Personally, I don't like it. Not at all. Wonderful choice, sir. A wholesome family game. If you say so. But you better stay away from those immoral occult rituals. Friends are technically like family. Don't be so hard on yourself, sir. You just need to clean up a bit. And technically, friends are a bit like family. I've heard they turn people into occult enthusiasts. That they have rituals where they try to summon entities. Highly immoral stuff. You can still buy them, though. For playing with friends, I'd recommend Suzerainty. It's a civilization building game where you build a civilization, then set off to brutally colonize and repress other civilizations. It'll cost 12 real. Then you're a lucky man, officer. Children are the greatest of treasures. Oh, Man from Hjelmdal. A very popular series of adventure novels. They're awfully immoral and violent books. Blood and violence, scantily clad women, epic narratives, all those mystical things he encounters. They're bound to grab those with little imagination and nothing to do. At last, someone sensible. However, I still urge you to buy one. Can't judge a book by the cover, they say. He's a hero from the frozen Northlands. He travels to all sorts of lands and mainly kills people. There are hundreds of books in the series, and they sell incredibly well. It is a bestseller for a reason. Oh yes, certainly. Another good sale. Oh, sirs, I know. This really isn't representative of our values, but the store has to cater to its customers. Oh, sir, I know. This really isn't representative of our values, but the store has to cater to its customers. What does it matter? They're all the same. However, the customer is always right, they say. If you're a novice of the series, I'd recommend Hjelmdalaman, the man from Hjelmdal. It's supposed to be a good introduction to the series. Oh, crime, robberies, murders, even sexual crimes. We're fortunate to have Dick Mullen and his stories to sort all that out. You're a police officer, apparently. You should buy all of these. They really do teach a person how to be a proper detective. Of course. Such violence and immorality. Enjoy. Oh, such wonderful, beautiful stories. Stories of love. You should definitely buy these. No, sir, you don't want that. That's not proper romance. Romance is about overcoming adversity and finding that single millionaire who wants to take care of you until the end of days. It's in the wrong shelf. Annette's been moving things around again, has she? That girl. No matter, I hope you enjoy this. A highly educational primer. It's exceptional for the young mind. And obviously very popular. You're a grown man, though. It's a bit too late for that. This is a book for small children. You have kids? Okay, I guess. Enjoy it. Sir, please, no touching the merchandise. I would say... The Greatest Innocence. Yes, most certainly. It's an important educational tool delving into the depths of history, religion, and their relation to innocentic power. The book is also very daring. The author aims to re-examine the universal understandings of the innocentic system, creating a fresh vantage point and a shift in the tired order of things. A very influential historical figure, but surely I don't have to tell you that. You're a law officer, and law officers have at least some education. Perhaps for a layman. Deep analysis is necessary to peel back the multi-layered meanings. Certainly, it's prudent for a person to have at least an elementary understanding of history and society. Imagine the chaos we'd be in otherwise. A true cultural touchstone. Enjoy the read. I really must insist you buy one of the books. Reading them is not for free. Do still browse, though, but not too long. I'm sorry, I did not mean to rush you. You are browsing. Go ahead. Take your time. Time is commerce. It's a must-have if you own a cockatoo. I've heard they're quite capricious. Oh, a nature enthusiast. Good choice. I knew it was a good idea to keep that around. Sir, no touching the merchandise. People like their books pristine, not handled by God knows who. Always good to be informed of your surroundings. I'm sorry, officer. The map of Martinez is the only one available. The other two are not for sale anymore. And besides, you could scarcely afford them. Sir, please, no touching the merchandise. These old maps are relics of the past. They're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents, though. Yes, yes. Are you interested or not? That old thing. It's an out-of-date map of a tourist location that never was nor came to be. From when some design studio people tried to spruce the place up 4 or 5 years ago. They also renovated the horse statue, set up those coin-operated viewers, and designed the new street lamps. They didn't get that far, for some reason. A shame the project never got going. Would be nice if someone fixed Martinez up. All these ruins are bad for business. Officer, discard the thought. For your brave efforts against those thugs, you may have it for free. Sir, please, no browsing in that shelf. That wisdom is not for free. I can't have you end up, like, opening a police store next door and stealing my customers. Oh, no, indeed. Something about that book does seem to have spoken to you. Excuse me, sir. I believe you've been perusing that particular volume long enough. If you'd like to continue reading, I must insist you buy it. Well, I hope it contains what you're looking for. I warned you. You're unleashing forces beyond your understanding. Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only. Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers. Everybody suddenly needs something from there. Leave the curtains be. It's what it wants. You do? My God, even more reasons not to mess with the curtains. Just step away, dear sir. Why? It's not like anyone was killed there. Nothing. Now please go back to browsing the books. Don't you feel compelled to look at the books? The books are all you care about. Nothing. Why aren't you browsing the books? Don't you feel compelled to look at the books? You ought to. Oh, parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences. It's too dangerous. What are you doing there, officers? I told you not to play with the curtains. Please browse the books, sir. I am sorry. I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. I can't allow that. You'll only make things worse and unleash the powers. No! Please just talk to me, officer. Come here and let's talk this through before you decide to do anything extreme. No, it's just a storeroom for the employees, I told you. Now please step away from the curtains. Thank you. Let's just talk about this first, all right? There's no reason for you to venture into the unknown. What are you doing, officer? What is going on there? Are you really trying to break down the back door? I warn you, don't tempt the spirits, officer. Don't tempt the spirits or you'll damage the holy wards on the door.
Kuno, please stop calling here. Grown-ups don't have time for your stupid games. Pardon? This is not Kuno. Who is this? Oh, I'm sorry, officer. I thought you were... But the doorbell is broken and the bookstore shouldn't even be on the list anymore, so I can't help you. Please don't call here again. Thanks. Please don't do that. Doorbells are not toys, and this one isn't even working properly. Please don't call us again. Thank you.